Hello student, welcome to all of you. In our last video lecture, we will study about lowest layer of ISO OSR reference model, that is physical layer. From this lecture, we will study about second layer, and the second layer is data link layer. In this lecture, we have introduction of data link layer, then second one is function of data link layer, and third one we discuss about service provided to network layer by data link layer. So we start. First one, introduction. Data link layer is the second layer of OSI reference model which lies above the physical layer. The physical layer provides only raw bit stream service between computer, whereas data link layer provides data reliability, also provides tool to establish, maintain and release data link connections among network nodes. This layer is one of the most complicated layer and has complex functionality and liabilities. Data link layer hides detail of underlying hardware and represents itself to upper layer as a medium to communicate. Data link layer work between two hosts which are directly connected in some sense. This direct connection could be point to point or broadcast. Systems on broadcast network are said to be on same link. The work of data link layer tend to get more complex when it is dealing with multiple hosts on single collision domain. The data link connections between nodes can consist of one or more physical lines. This include copper wire cable, optical fiber cable, then microwave link and satellite channel. The device located at network node could be terminal, computers, switching or other communicating equipment. The information exchange between nodes could be on any form, including link control function or user data or remote functions call. Data link layer is responsible for converting data stream to signal bit by bit and to send data that over underlying hardware. At the receiving end, data link layer pick up data from hardware which are in the form of electrical signal, assembles them in recognizable frame format and hands over to upper layer, that is network layer. Data link layer performs the most reliable node-to-node delivery of data. It forms frame from packet that are received from network layer and gives it to physical layer. It also synchronizes the information which is to be transmitted over the data. Error controlling is easily done. The encoded data are then passed to physical layer. Error detection bits are used by data link layer. It also corrects the error. Outgoing messages are assembled into frame, then system waits for acknowledgement to be received after transmission, so it is reliable to send message. This diagram represents data link layer which is in between physical layer and network layer. So position of data link layer is above physical layer but below network layer. The transmission of data flow from sender to receiver is first from network layer to data link layer, then physical layer at sender side, and at receiver side from physical layer data link layer accepts data and transmits that data to network layer after processing it. The format of data unit at data link layer is first header of data link layer followed by data which are accepted from network layer and trailer, that is frame trailer, which is useful for error detection. Then data link layer are again divided into two sublayer. First one LLC, that is logical link control layer, and second one MAC, that is media access control sublayer. These two layers we discuss later. Next, functions are also known as a design issue of data link layer. First function is Framing. Frame are the streams of bits which are received from network layer into manageable data unit. This divisions of stream of bit is done by data link layer. Data link layer takes packet from network layer and encapsulate them into manageable unit, and that unit is known as frame. Then it sends each frame bit by bit on hardware. At the receiver end, data link layer pick up signal from hardware and assembles them into frame. Second function is physical addressing, also known as MAC addressing. Data link layer provides layer 2 hardware addressing mechanism. Hardware address is assumed to be unique on the link. It is encoded into hardware at the time of manufacturing. The data link layer adds the header to the frame in order to define physical address of the sender or receiver of that frame, if frames are to be distributed to different systems on network. Physical address of source and destination machine are added to each frame. Then next one is flow control. Station on same link may have different speed or capacity. Data link layer ensures flow control that enables both machines to exchange data on same speed. It avoids the fast transmitter from running a slow receiver by buffering the extra bit is provided by flow control. This prevents traffic jam at the receiver side, means it ensures that sender is not sending the data at the speed that the receiver cannot process. Error control. Sometimes signal may have encounter problem in transition and the bits are flipped. These errors are detected and attempted to recover actual data bits. Error control is achieved by adding a trailer at the end of frame. Duplication of frame are also prevented by using this mechanism. Data link layer adds mechanism to prevent duplication of frame. So this layer provides error control mechanism to detect and retransmit damaged, duplicate or lost frame, thus adding reliability to physical layer. It also provides error reporting mechanism to the sender. Last function is access control. Protocol of this layer determines which of the device has control over the link at any given time when two or more devices are connected to the same link. Then one another function is synchronization. When data frames are sent on the link, both machines must be synchronized in order to transfer to take place. Next, sublayers. We already discussed that data link layer are again divided into two parts. First part is logical link control and second one is media access control. So logical link control means LLC, which is deals with protocol, flow control and error control. It is the uppermost sublayer of data link layer which defines software process that provide service to network layer protocols. It places the information in the frame that defines which network layer protocol is being used for frame. This information allows multiple layer 3 protocols such as IPv4 and IPv6 to utilize the same network interface and media. In this way, this sublayer multiplex protocol running on top of data link layer and optionally provides flow control, acknowledgement and error recovery. The logical link control provides addressing and control of the data link. It specifies which mechanisms are to be used for addressing station over transmission medium and for controlling the data exchange between originator and recipient of machines. Second sublayer is media access layer, which is responsible or which deals with actual control of media. This layer is below logical link control but above physical layer. Sometimes this refers to the sublayer that determines who is allowed to access the media at any one time. Other time it refers to a frame structure with MAC address inside. There are generally two forms of media access control, distributed and centralized. Both of these may be compared to communication between people. The media access control sublayer also determines where one frame of data ends and next one starts. There are four means of doing that: time based, character counting, byte stuffing, and bit stuffing that we discuss later. Next, service provided to network layer. As we know that in ISO-OSI reference model, each layer uses service of a layer below it and provides service to layer above it. It is layered architecture. So the primary function of data link layer is to provide well-defined service interface to network layer, which is above it. The main service provided is to transfer data packet from network layer on sending machine to network layer on receiving machine. Data link layer of sending machine transmit accepted data from network layer and sends them to data link layer of destination machine, which hands them to network layer there. This path, which is directly between data link layer of sending machine and data link layer of receiving machine, is known as virtual data path. Then on other hand, actual communication is the data is from network layer to data link layer, then data link layer to physical layer at sending side. Then actual data is transmitted over communication media, and at receiving side physical layer accepts that data, processing that data and transmit to the data link layer, and then data link layer transmits that data after processing to the network layer. So this type of path is known as actual path. So this is the basic difference between virtual data path and actual data path. So these services are divided into three parts which are offered by data link layer. First service is unacknowledged connectionless service, second one acknowledged connectionless service, and third one acknowledged connection oriented service. We discuss one by one. First one, unacknowledged connectionless services. In this type of service, source machine sends frame to destination machine, but destination machine does not send any acknowledgement of this frame back to the source. Hence, it is known as unacknowledgement service. There is no connection establishment between source and destination machine before data transferred or released after data transfer. Therefore, it is known as connectionless service. There is no error control. If any frame is lost due to noise or the line, no attempt is made to recover it. This type of service is used when error rate is low. It is suitable for real-time traffic such as speech. Second one, acknowledged connectionless service. In this service, neither the connection is established before data transfer nor it is released after data transfer between source and destination. When sender sends the data frame to destination, destination machine sends back acknowledgement of this frame to sender. This type of service provides additional reliability because source machine retransmits the frame if it does not receive acknowledgement of this frame within specific time. This service is useful over unreliable channel such as wireless system. Last service, acknowledged connection oriented service. This service is most sophisticated service provided by data link layer to network layer. Here, each frame being transmitted from source to destination is given a specific number and is acknowledged by destination machine. It is connection oriented. It means that connection is established between source and destination before any data is transferred. In this service, data transfer has three distinct phases. First one, connection establishment, in which connection is established when some initialization takes place. Then actual transmission of one or more frames of data. Then connection release when freeing the variable, buffers and other resources. Thank you.